Friends 2.
So we have 3 minutes, and since we're live, I want to hit one topic real quick. Lizzie Hale fronting Skid Row. Thoughts?
Yeah, are you excited about it, or?
I mean, I probably won't see them live, so it doesn't matter.
Well, I mean, okay. Eric's cool as shit. Phenomenal singer. Came out with a great album, or he did great on the album. But he couldn't carry on. So, I mean, it's not a bad thing that somebody's coming in to fill the last 4 shows, but I mean, it's not like, whoa, we hate you, Eric, you're out of the band, blah, right. So that type of thing. So I don't feel so bad about it. Now, if they were just say, Eric, you're out of here, Lizzie's in, that'd be a little bit different. But I don't know. What do you think about it?
I get it. Like, he's got to take care of his health first. I 1,000% get that, and it makes complete sense. And I really hope it's just the stress of touring, and it's not a bigger deal for him.
Right.
Run. Like, I hope the best for him. Obviously, I think I've seen Hailstorm once, maybe twice. Yeah, she could sing.
Yeah, she can sing.
It's just oh
God, yeah.
It's a weird thing in my head. I'm like, that's like singer number 5 for them. Like, when do you just be like, I don't want to do this anymore?
Yeah.
Like, I'm tired of rotating singers. Like, it sucks to even consider that thought, because I absolutely love Skid Row and I listen to their songs all the time. Off the first 2 albums mainly, I listen to them constantly. So yeah, it's one of those. It's tough for me, because at this point I'm like, I don't know when's the time, but I'm also
I get that.
I mean, they're still out there doing their thing, and that's very, very, very honorable of them. But it's tough when you can't keep a singer for continuous. That it's tough on the fan base, really.
Right. Yeah. And then what begs the next question is, are they going to keep on going? Because Lizzie's just a temporary fill. So now what are they going to do for a singer? What's next? Are you putting the fans through this again? Just like you said, it's like it's where it wears you out. Wears us out.
It's going to be tough for them too when you're you're like, okay, we're going to use this guy. And then like a year later, they're like, well, that didn't work.
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah. So
I love those guys to death, and I want the best for them. And I feel like they should still be playing much bigger venues in the grand scheme of things anyway. But sometimes it's just a tough pill to swallow, I guess. I don't know.
I get it. Yeah. Lizzie's going to be a great fill-in, and it's only 4 shows. But
I did read an article that said something like, I'll probably be playing more than 4 shows with them.
oh, okay.
That'd be kind of cool.
So I don't know if that's just because there's like already shows lined up and they won't have a singer yet, that they've already been in talks, or if that's just one of those internet rumors that's out there. I don't know.
Yeah,
That's true.
Yeah. So, it just kind of makes you go, so what's next after that? You know?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Hey, did we go Facebook Live?
Yes, it is.
Right on. So since we
And it looks like Eddie's here.
all right, Ashton, why don't you cue our intro? Let's make this official.
All right. Welcome to BleachBANGS. What's going on, Eddie?
How's it going, guys?
Doing great. Hey, I'll just take a second to introduce ourselves. My name is Randy, and I'm in Oklahoma City.
I'm Ashton. I'm also out of Oklahoma City.
And I'm John. I'm in Topeka, Kansas.
Good to meet you guys.
All right. Yeah, and we've got Eddie Traeger with Take and Take. So what's happening?
Oh, just, working.
Yeah.
Yeah, keeping the music going.
Right on. So, Disillusion just came out March 22nd. How is everybody accepting that?
Yeah, seems like pretty good so far. Whoever's heard it seems to like it, so
Good stuff.
I'm happy.
Good deal. I'm sorry, John.
Yeah, I wanted to ask this question first. Do you do the vocals? I assume you are the front man.
Yeah, I recorded everything on the album, actually.
Do you do the growl over as well?
Yep.
So this is where my question is: what do you do to train your voice or to keep your voice in shape in order to do those things?
Yeah, so with the growls, I do them breathing inwards. For me, it just like doesn't hurt at all. It's like very relaxed. I can like push it.
I second that
if I want to. I've tried to do like the standard techniques of like, regular singing and like doing a vocal fry or all that type of stuff, but I just haven't done it. I just am not able to do it yet. I don't know if I will in the future, but so for this album, it's all breathing in. Yeah.
Wow. You just floored me. I've never even heard of that technique.
Yeah.
Really?
No.
That's how I do it.
Yeah, there's bands that do it, like Winds of Plague or something. That band.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's all inwards.
Yeah.
That guy.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I am going to be freaking screaming all through the house after this.
Yeah.
This is going to be great.
Well, it's not the loudest thing when you're doing it inwards, but it could be pretty brutal sounding though.
Yeah, I get better sounds that way than I do going out, and I ruin my voice going out because I'm not.
Right.
I'm a singer last, basically.
Yep.
But I did it because I had to.
Yeah. That being said, what do you consider yourself mainly? Or do you consider yourself a drummer?
Nowadays I would say multi-instrumentalist because I do like I'm kind of equally splitting my time between drums and guitar and vocals with Take and Take, and then playing drums in the punk band Last Leg. Those are kind of like the most active bands currently.
Okay.
So, but I was a drummer first. Yeah, that's what I'm trained in.
Right on. So,
Yeah.
How did you get into music? Did you have a musical family? Because usually that's what spurs these multi-talented. I can't even imagine somebody being able to play drums, guitar, sing, bass, all that shit. I just. But was your family musical?
Yeah, on my mom's side mainly, like everybody plays an instrument on that side of the family. So, and my mom is a pianist. So yeah, that's how it started. She tried to get me to play piano at first. And she did. I did play piano at first, but I just wanted to play drums when I was like 10 years old. So
I want to beat on shit.
yeah,
It's as loud and aggressive as I can.
yeah.
So tell us a little about how Take and Take was conceived. Can you walk us through that and tell us how you came up with the band and everything that is involved with it?
Yeah, that kind of a long story.
That's all
Literally,
right.
very long story. Because I mean, once I left my last band, or I got kicked out. To be honest, once
That's kind of a dick.
yeah, yeah. Once I got kicked out, I just I was traveling. I was in Puerto Rico at that time, and then like a month or two later, I went to Colombia, and like during those early days of traveling in Colombia, I ended up staying in Colombia for a year, and I wrote a bunch of this music, kind of like I can do it, I could do it without all of you,
Yeah.
type of vibe.
Yeah.
And then, but I didn't even make any demos until 2020 during the lockdown. And at that point, I was living in China, actually.
Shit.
So I did all that stuff then. And then finally, when I moved back, I'm in LA now, back in LA. Then I did the proper recording. And that was like 2022.
Right. Right.
That is crazy.
Yeah. I mean, I couldn't play. I wrote it all like on a MacBook, I had an acoustic guitar, but I basically like MIDI'd a bunch of notes in, and I couldn't play it when I wrote it. So it took a while.
Really cool. Really cool. So what's the music scene like in LA right now? Is it pretty tough, or is it settled down, or what's it like?
I mean, if you're gonna do music, it's still kind of the place to be, I'd say.
Okay.
There's just like a billion things happening all at once. Like you go to one cool thing and you're missing 5 other cool things, basically. Like that's how many shows and stuff there are, and like the industry's here. I mean, I no longer try to with music, like I just do it for me. When I was in my 20s, and I was really trying to like have it as a career, and it was just not very lucrative, So,
Right.
So nowadays, I just like, for me, music is all about doing it for me, and if success happens, then it happens, and if it doesn't happen, I'm still gonna keep doing the same exact thing I'm doing. So.
Really cool.
That's always
really
a good
cool
mindset to have.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I mean, if the money comes, then the money comes, and I'm just loving what I'm doing. That's cool.
Yeah. And that's what, I got like pretty burnt out with the music business, like back in the 2016, 2015, 2014.
Yeah.
Like we're on the road a lot, and like, just like, it's just kind of a nasty business,
It is.
Just got tired of it. So the long break did me good, and I've like refocused on what I feel is important with music.
So Eddie, one of the most important things for us is to help you out, and to do that tonight, we're going to help you make 0.00001 cent, and we're going to play a small clip of your latest video.
Yeah.
That's a good way to put it. All right, here we go. Let's check it out.
killer.
My first question to you is, where was that set at that you filmed that? Because it really looks like you're in a church.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
do.
That makes sense.
Right on.
Yeah.
I feel better knowing that, because I was like, man, that's got to be a church. I don't know.
Right.
Don't visit
Yeah,
church
it
very
was-
often, John.
It was just
Unsettling feeling.
yeah.
I've heard of that place.
Is that the place where
Yeah,
you get
that's
chicken from? Churches?
What's that?
Oh God.
I was
the
making
place-
a dumb joke.
Oh,
A bad joke.
I mean, that's the only time I've been to church in like years. So
Fitting.
Awesome. Oh, there we go.
Randy, I was paused, but you're in contemplation mode because you were working on your computer too.
Yeah.
Randy does a lot of our background stuff, and then when I'm not prepared to ask when he's doing that, then I'm kind of screwed.
So that song was called Digging. Do you have any background on that?
yeah, that's kind of that's the first song in the album, and it kind of like sets up the whole deal, because with Disillusion, like all the songs are kind of something to do with disillusion, and it kind of sets it up by saying like, it's like I'm digging down, I'm about to look inwards, you know, like, and digging into the past, and like this type of vibe, and also just like sort of using digging as like an exploration and a sort of like ridding yourself of crap vibe. Yeah, so it's just the start. That's kind of how it went, and then the music video just was like kind of playing off of that theme, and I worked with the director, and just we kind of came up with like some props and some thematic ideas, and then kind of went avant-garde with it. Yeah.
So whatever works.
Yeah.
Came together pretty nice.
Yeah, I'm really happy with it. Turned out really nice, that video.
And then whenever you're doing all of this stuff by yourself, honestly, what's your favorite thing to like start tracking or recording? Like, what are you like, oh yes, I get to do this?
That's
Ooh.
like the same question that I had written down.
Oh, oh, I thought you were about to say the same question you asked. I was like, bullshit.
No.
Cross it off, Randy.
Right.
Let's see. Like when in recording, I would
Yeah.
say like, I don't know, like everything that you record adds like a new layer, right? Drums are definitely the hardest, just because there's a billion mics and it's hard,
Mhm.
and it takes the most editing, and everything's
That's
hard with
true.
drums. Guitars are kind of like, I was really stoked because I did guitars like 3 times, like over the course of this album. I recorded 3 times. I did the demos, and then I re-recorded them, and then I was like, wait, I want to be a nerd and change my strings for every song. So then I like redid a bunch of stuff again. And actually, I was so happy with how it turned out. Like all the tones are just like, they've got that new clean string sparkle to me. Anyway, it makes a difference to me.
Oh
You know,
yeah.
I told Matt Bayless, who mixed the album, I told him that, and he just like scoffed. He like didn't care.
Strings make a
Yeah,
huge
whatever.
difference.
No, they do. If they're,
Like there's
I mean,
so much.
I think, yeah, they do. If they're like if they're within like, I don't know, 8 to 16 hours of playing, I think they sound like really, really nice. And then after that,
Yeah.
you have like another 72 hours or something. And then after that, like if you're recording, you should change them. Unless you're
It's
doing,
yeah, it's bad.
Unless you're like the Grateful Dead or something, it doesn't matter.
Right, exactly.
I'm learning so much shit today. Screaming words. Change your damn strings.
Change your damn strings. Which my blue guitar I need to change.
Yeah, change your strings. People don't change their strings for like 3 months, and to me, strings sound different the next day.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Or by the end of the day of recording, they sound different. Like if you're doing 8 hours.
It's just like crispy.
Yeah.
Like
exactly.
new ones are just
Crispy,
crispier.
It's got that like it's got like a little bit more like twang and like bite and like chunk sometimes if you're digging into it. Like it depends on the style too. Like I don't know who it was, like Bootsy Collins or something. Like didn't change his strings for 50 years for bass.
Holy shit.
You know, like for him, who cares? But if you're doing death metal, change your strings.
Yeah, it's got to be a little sharper.
Yeah.
Oh, that is insane.
Yeah.
Someone finally gets it.
Change the strings, man.
Yeah, my question was kind of like, what are on the recording process? What gets you the most excited? What makes you go, whoo, I'm doing vocal tracks today? Or it's like, oh shit, it's vocal tracks today.
Yeah,
similar question.
It depends on the song. Like some songs, like vocals for like the song Lick were super hard for me. It's more of like a rock track. It's like all those cleans like are really pushing the top end of my range.
Mm-hmm.
Super hard for me. Whereas like the song Get Off, which is like the super prog, it's like the hardest guitar song, was just like a nightmare to record on guitars. Total nightmare. Like I was stoked. It sounded, it worked, you know, like I did what I had to do, but man, that you know, if I had practiced more, maybe it'd be better, but that song's just hard.
But who do you blame for that? Because you wrote it. God,
That's all dick.
No wonder they kicked me out.
Yeah. Big theme of the album. You know, it's my own damn fault.
Right.
I want to ask you one of those really important questions, and it's where can anybody go find all of your stuff if they're out there looking for it? And I'm sure
well,
you put it on the screen.
first and foremost, if you want to support, go to Bandcamp, right? But you can find it anywhere. Any streaming service you use, it's there. YouTube, it's there. If you're in LA, come to a show. But yeah, we got shirts and stuff on the Bandcamp. Turned out pretty nice. I like them. There they are.
Yeah.
Yep. Go to the website takeandtake.rocks because that's what we do. .rocks. Dude, I had to. I did that.
Killer.
I chose the .rocks site name because Mastodon did it before, you know. So
makes sense.
They did, yeah. Yeah.
I'm glad you said that too, because most people would be like, going .com. Why can't I freaking find you? Why is it popping up? What the fuck?
Yeah, you will not find it.
Bad. I'm curious what that website is.
It's gonna be like Japanese food or something. Like take is something Japanese. So there's like
Well, nothing's pulling up, so I guess I just reached a dead end.
Yeah.
Or my computer's telling me don't do it.
No more tabs.
Yes, that's for damn sure. I've already got 8 of them open.
So, do you have like any plans to do any local shows, any regional shows, do any type of travel? Do you have a band that you could throw together, or what do you got going on there?
Yeah, so we're playing a show on Saturday. It's at a park. It's called Raro Fest. It's in like Highland Park area of LA. It's put on this guy called Fetus Vomit, which is just classic. But he puts on it's like punk DIY stuff. So we're getting in there. I've got a keyboardist, Isaac, and a bassist, Eric, who are playing with me, and then looking for a drummer and another guitarist currently. So we're just playing the tracks right now. Just
really cool.
Getting it started.
Hell yeah.
That's what it is, man.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, Eddie, do you have you got some?
I got some. I want to know musically who influences you other than Mastodon, because obviously if you're using that route, there's an influence.
Yeah.
Yeah. For this album, I took a lot of inspiration from Isan, Emperor guy. His solo stuff is just so good, especially like the first 3-4 albums of his solo stuff. So good. But I take a lot of influence from a lot of places. I'm classically trained in percussion, and I played in the orchestra and stuff. So, I've got that classical background. I grew up listening to the Beatles and the Rolling Stones, and I did jazz combo. I did some world music. So, try to pull from all areas. I'm not really a stickler for genre.
That's always good.
Yeah,
really right on. That's hearing how much different musical influence that you have in your life. It's such it's so refreshing that you're doing what you want, and it's totally not like any of that.
Nice. That's cool. Yeah,
it really is. 'Cause your stuff is so much heavier and harsh, and you're like, yeah, classical and all this stuff that you've done. And I'm like, none of that makes sense, but I love it.
Yeah, I mean, I use that stuff all the time, writing the keyboard parts. I used all the music theory that I learned in school, to do all those keyboard parts, and took a lot of influence from sound design from electronic music with the keyboard tones, because that's where the good keyboard tones are. Don't go to metal for good keyboard tones.
Yeah.
Go to electronic music for good synths and stuff. So, that's where I took that influence from, and I think that's a good sign. If it doesn't sound like anything I'm pulling from, that's a good sign. I'll take it.
That is true. Very true.
Oh, that's really cool. John, you got a visitor, huh?
That was which is weird because that's the one that never comes to me. Why is he even down here? But okay,
right.
My little pup came to join me, but
oh shoot. Well, Eddie, thank you so much for joining us. Is there anything else that you want to get out there?
Yeah, I mean, I've got a whole bunch of other projects happening that
Let's talk about it.
On the radar, So I've got a punk band called Last Leg. It's like punk hardcore, pretty fun stuff. I do drums in that band, and I recorded the EP that we did. All those guys are in another band called Vile Life, which is brutal hardcore, which I'm mixing I recorded and I'm mixing their upcoming EP, so that's really sick. Really cool stuff. The drummer is in I don't know if you heard of that band Infest, hardcore band all the way back from the 80s, I think. He plays with Infest and ACXDC and all these brutal, pretty well known, at least here in the punk scene, bands. Vile Life is sick. I have a project called Eddie Spaghetti and the Selfish Bitches, which is mandatory listening for everybody. You have to go listen to it.
Intrigued.
It's just it's the opposite of Take and Take. Focus wise, it's the opposite. Take and Take, I think about everything, and every note is thought about. You know, Eddie Spaghetti and the Selfish Bitches is the opposite. I think as little as possible, and like I try to record. You know, the first album I recorded half the guitars the first day I wrote it, and that's what it was, and that's what I left it as. So complete opposite. And then what else? I've got a album of kids music coming out. It's going to happen one of these days.
Didn't see that coming.
Not at all. That's crazy.
Yeah. And then the guys in my band, Isaac has a project called A Lady Named Isaac. They are such a good pianist. I mean, my God, the keyboards are amazing. And Eric, the bassist, plays in a band called Grudgebot. Such a sick name as well. Just like classic thrash stuff. Really good. Really fun. Yeah, I probably forgot something, but that should be enough.
Awesome, I love it.
Occupied. Oh yeah, the Wailing Coast, my old band from when I lived in China. Check them out; they're sweet.
Really cool.
Yeah.
So between all your band projects and then doing like the mixing and production of albums, which side of it do you have more fun doing?
I mean, I do like playing producer and like, you know, taking other people's ideas and like playing off them and like giving them ideas, and I don't really mind if they take them or leave them, you know. But being like kind of in a producer role is really nice to me. It's like control without control. I don't know. It works. And
yeah.
But, you know, writing has its own thing. Like, writing is like the core of creativity there, you know? Like, you got to chisel the music out of a block of time.
Yeah.
You know? It just appears,
nothing.
You know? When it's the really good stuff, it just, like, appears in front of you. And it's like, oh, my God, I found it. It's not like you're working and to output something. It's more like you're digging to find something. So I do enjoy that part as well. Yeah, I don't like editing stuff, like quantizing drums and guitars and stuff is like, oh my God. That's
right.
the part that's just like not musical, you know.
You're right.
You have to do it in a musical way, but it's not like doing music. It's like it's like cutting pieces of paper and taping them back together again.
Yeah,
not fun.
Yeah, totally.
Not my thing.
But I still do it somehow. Still end up doing it.
Yeah.
It's awesome. All right, Eddie. Well, thank you for joining us. Golly, you're multifaceted. that was intriguing.
You know, gotta keep it varied, you know.
I can't wait to hear this children's album, man.
Oh yeah,
for real.
One song. There's one song out. It's called "Bread" with an exclamation point. Like bread, under Eddie Traeger. So there's one song out. Check it out. It's nice. Like Raffi. It's like Raffi, but slightly more like rock and roll, I guess. I don't know.
Hell yeah.
The Raffi when you were a kid.
I did write down the title Eddie Spaghetti and the Selfish Bitches, so I could go look that
up. Yeah. 30, what is it? 35 songs in 34 minutes.
Jeez.
That's
about right. I love that.
Really cool. All right. Well, Eddie, thank you so much. And if you have anything else you ever want to get out there, just let us know. Hop on. Let us know about it. We'd love to have you back, man.
Nice. Awesome. Yeah. Thanks very much for having me. I've got a billion things going on, so I'll probably bug you one of the days.
Just set up. Just shoot us a message, man. We'll have you back on anytime.
Perfect. I really appreciate it, guys.
Thank you, Eddie.
Eddie.
Peace.
Really cool. She came back, or he? Wait,
still here. Should I leave?
No.
He was referring to my little.
That's the cat, right? Bye.
Yeah.
Right.
He's like, how do you get this turned off?
I think Taylor just wanted to have his time in the spotlight tonight.
Right.
Yes. Whatever works.
Make it so bizarre.
Heck yeah. It's all right.
I think
Come
Eddie's,
down. What's that?
I think Eddie's screen froze up, or is it just?
Yeah. He's smiling. There it is.
There it is.
Taylor, what do you think about all this? Good talk.
Right.
How funny. All right.
Lord.
Any other music news? We talked a little bit about Skid Row. And while we're waiting on our next guest, I do know that he was on stage in San Diego, so I'm not real sure if he's getting off now or getting ready to get on, actually. Fucking time zones. But
I'll just leave this here. There you go. I already knew something was going to happen, so I'm like, all right, let's do it.
That's funny. So
where do we start? It's like, God.
You know, I'm kind of like your mom. I the more I look at it, the more I see something else that I really like. You know,
the big nine is awesome.
Yeah.
Sunday is Metalhead Day. Like, just from the top three in Sunday, that is heavy. So that's what I was kind of checking out.
I'm just gonna say it 7 times though. Probably Anthrax is gonna be there.
Yeah. Look, this is really pretty cool. I mean,
so a very important one down at the very bottom. Color of Chaos. We did have Lance on with us.
oh right.
True.
Dude, I didn't even notice that. Holy shit.
I haven't spent too much time on this. I just saw the big nine in like the first row, and then I was like, oh, I got shit to do.
Of course, enough's enough.
Those were Anthrax is. I don't know if you've noticed that.
Tom Kiefer, Wiener,
yeah.
Faster Pussycat, Vixen. I mean, we got some.
Oh shit! Anthrax is on there.
Yes, I didn't know if you guys noticed that.
I just saw that. Yeah, I saw Vixen, Tom Kiefer, and I saw Kim Dracula was going to be there. So I'm like, those are some pretty big ones.
Yeah. Any Given Sin would be really cool. I'd like to see them.
Have y'all ever heard, like, one thing I've got to put weird respect on is Kim Dracula. Have y'all ever heard anything from him?
No.
Definitely look him up. He's like a metal, like a heavier Marilyn Manson. Like, he's got some like a creepy side, a rap side, a metal side. Like, he's well freaking rounded, and he's got like Marilyn Manson-esque music, like dark, creepy, but good. Like, he's definitely, look up some of his like popular songs just to get a taste of him. I'd want to see him. Like, he's one of the big ones on my list.
Awesome.
Are you going to go Ashton this year?
Probably not.
We'll make sure you see Anthrax.
Unless we get to cover Anthrax is going. What?
Yeah, dude, I'm still finding more stuff. So, I'm not even sure. Does it look like there's a country one on here at all? I don't really. I mean, that's kind of something they've sort of started throwing something in to kind of break up the monotony a little bit, you know?
I really don't see anyone I would recognize as country.
I mean,
Bad Wolves is good.
I want to tell you guys why I keep saying that about that band that I keep mentioning. Because long before I was ever a Kiss fan, I was listening to Anthrax.
Are they going to be at Rocklahoma this year?
Anthrax is. Oh, dude, did you happen to watch the thing that on the news with Ryan?
Yes, I did.
It's really cool.
That was really cool.
Yeah, an acquaintance to us that Bejules the what are they, steers?
Buffalo heads, like bullheads, stuff like that.
It showed Paul Stanley standing there looking up at him. So it was really cool, you know. After they were placed in the Rockin' Brew, he's just standing there, just.
Yep. I'm like,
shit.
That's
so, that was really cool.
I know someone who's famous now.
You've known me for years, Ashton.
Oh God, here he goes.
I'm a legend in mind.
I need more light, not less light. There we go. I need to get freaking blackout curtains because this time change is fucking my camera up.
Yeah, mine got real fucking bright. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, I'm used to it being nice and dark. I'm like every 20 minutes I gotta tick up my shutter speed or something on my camera, but now I'm just like, oh God, I'm screwed either way.
You see that? The upper corner there in the right?
Bro, I can't see that.
You can't see that? It's me, you, and that pretty boy Floyd.
Oh God!
Oh, the part I was gonna say with I know which photo you're talking about. He's got his arms up like this, right?
Yeah.
So one thing that I literally just thought of, we're one of the sponsors of an event coming up, aren't we?
Oh yes, yeah.
We are officially helping sponsor a big local event. BleachBANGS is. John, this is news to you too. So
what?
Nice. We didn't even have a board meeting.
It was definitely an executive decision. That's for damn sure.
Oh, so Christy took it over?
Oh, shit.
Pretty much. Yeah, the Transylvanian Symphony Gala that's happening here in Oklahoma City. They've taking sponsors and all that stuff. So we went ahead and they went ahead and said, hey, let's get BleachBANGS in on this. Let's sponsor it. Let's help you guys out. And we're one of the sponsors on there.
I'm gonna guess that Randy cannot win prizes now because he is a sponsor.
Well, I think after my domination the last time with the winning, that they've gone to auctions now. So instead of
you gotta have a little more money.
Dude, it's going to be a sweet ass guitar, though. Oh, it's beautiful that they're going to be auctioning
I could bid on it.
Yeah, it's too rich for my blood, boy.
Mm-hmm. I think last I heard, it might have gone up, which I imagine it would. Bidding on that, the Masquerade guitar starts at 11.
Yeah,
a little too much for my blood, but it's a $2,500 guitar, so $1,100.
But it's beautiful.
Deal.
You'll have to take a photo of it, and we'll share the photo.
Oh, for sure.
Taser might have one on Facebook, and that's somebody we've been talking about getting on is the
Mr. Kaiser himself. Yeah.
Kaiser from Kaiser Guitars does so many different body styles. Some that look like the one that's back there on the wall, some that look like Strats, some of them that look like just beautiful, beautiful custom guitars. The inlays, he's like awesome at inlays, on fret inlays, doing stuff on that. It's just, I'd really like to find out. Yeah,
this is it so far.
So beautiful.
That was posted February 27th. That is,
and the inlays are going to be like vines interlaced and kind of like Steve Vai's. You remember that, John?
Oh yeah,
yeah. See, just every different kind of
these
style.
are all handmade guitars, top to bottom, front to back, hand wound pickups. Everything is done with his two freaking hands. Literally. That's the wolf man that's behind Mr. Randy. But it's just, he is absolutely freaking insane. I need one of his guitars.
See, I love that right there. That
yes,
it's distressed at the top, and it's just it's amazing.
It's beautiful. It is absolutely freaking beautiful. See, custom inlays, all that stuff.
I think he'd be really interesting.
We need to fight more to get him on.
Yeah, I'm sure he would come on. Oh, Mercury's
probably,
here.
Yeah. Oh, all right. I'll stop showing off guitars. Switch gears.
Lies.
Speaking of switching gears, I can close out some tabs now so my computer will stop being mad at me. My computer is yelling at me right now. Every time I switch over to my left monitor, my mouse is just like click, click, click. I'm like, come on, move.
Not funny.
Story of my life.
Oh, we lost him. At least we know he's trying.
Yeah, true. He's
there.
He's present somewhere.
He's there.
Sorry, guys. Oh, we lost our guest.
Yeah. We know he's trying.
He came, and I guess he probably lagged out.
He's like, I don't like the looks of these guys, and one of them just walked off. Fuck you.
Why is that dude wearing a bright ass shirt? Nope. Nope. Same, bro. Same.
Wait, so I didn't start sneezing on the camera, so.
Oh.
Fair enough.
I felt it was the better option.
Right.
I don't know. You could have taken your little microfiber cloth and done like Ashton did.
There was a very well-defined fingerprint on my lens, and it was bugging the shit out of me. So I was like, I gotta clean that,
right.
or I'm gonna keep staring right into the camera.
Hello there.
Welcome to the party.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Sorry being a bit late to the party, but I didn't know it was some kind of app thing, and there was no Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
You know, and I didn't have Wi-Fi at the venue, so I had to use my Swedish phone with a. Yeah, you know, it was a bit messy. I was ready 15 minutes before, but now I'm here, I guess.
Nah,
right,
you're good.
Better late than never.
Thank you for having me. How's it going, guys?
It's going great. It's going great. So you're in San Diego right now, correct?
Correct.
Hell yeah.
So, did you already have a show, or do you have one in a little while?
Just had a sound check, and we just, because there was no Wi-Fi at the venue, we had to find a restaurant nearby, and I'm sitting down at that restaurant at this very moment.
Wow. I appreciate that.
Yeah, it was a little bit, yeah, so now we're here. So yeah, it's gonna be a show later tonight in San Diego. We're here with Julian K and some other bands. Actually, it's gonna be a really fun show. Presume the weather is nice. Where are you located?
Well, my name is Randy, and I'm in Oklahoma City.
Hi, Randy. Hi.
Hi.
I'm Ashton. I'm also out of Oklahoma City.
Okay, we're coming there soon.
I saw that.
We saw.
April 13th, to be exact.
Oh, of course. And I'm a big fan of the Flaming Lips.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which is Oklahoma band. I mean, you have some more acts coming out of Oklahoma, right? But I've been listening to Flaming Lips for a very long time, since early 90s. So.
Yeah. I think they have something like Flaming Lips Boulevard or Alleyway or something?
I think they have that. They have like a Flaming Lips. Yeah, a street named after them.
Yeah. So that'll be something cool you can check out when you're down here.
I would love to. I would love to. If you're playing close, I'm going there. I heard they had like a show there when they have these balloons, right? When during the pandemic, everybody could climb into like a air balloon, and you were safe. And they had it like on a venue, and they didn't know it themselves. But when the audience left the venue, they left out through a door that led out to the Flaming Lips.
Dude, that's cool.
That'd be cool.
Did
I miss this?
What?
That's really cool. That's really
crazy.
Cool.
Super cool.
So yeah, I was kind of looking through where you're at, where you're heading. So this tour that you're on right now, you just started that March 26th, correct?
Correct. Yeah,
okay.
In Portland. Yeah.
And I started going down the line. I'm like, okay, he's in San Diego. Then he's going to be, a couple days later, he's going to be in Vegas. Went down the line, and I'm like, holy shit, they're going to be in Oklahoma City. So, at 89th Street in Oklahoma City, April 13th. Everybody make it out there.
Yeah, everyone, let's see you there. It's going to be a great party. I mean, come down. You haven't seen anything like this, so please, come down. I promise you, you get your money back if you're dissatisfied.
I like that guarantee. Confidence.
Really cool. Really cool. Oh, you're also going to be at the Whiskey on Friday. So, I mean, you're just hitting them all, man. Yeah,
it will be just plowing through, It's actually our 5th U.S. tour, so we've been to the place right now, brick by brick in San Diego. We've been here like back in 2022. So it's really nice. We love touring the States. Yeah,
really cool. So, are you with Julian K and September Morning throughout this, or does September Morning jump on and off?
September Morning and Julian K are on the same bill as us in Priest, and we love touring with those guys. Yeah, Julian K, we did 2 tours with them already, actually, and we love the guys. They're super great, super professional, and great musicians, great to tour with great people, So we're enjoying our time here in the States with them, and try to just make killer shows,
Absolutely. And you're from Sweden, correct?
Yeah, from Sweden. Yeah.
Awesome. So, good stuff, man.
It is. And you guys, you're born and raised in Oklahoma?
Yeah, well, pretty darn close. Actually, Kansas for me.
Kansas? Yeah. All right.
Just right down the street, though.
Awesome. Yeah, we actually have this is secret. We can't say any names, of course, because we have masks and keep our identities secret. But we have a guy from Kansas City that's actually playing with us this tour. So
nice. Wow, that's really cool.
Coincidence.
Right?
Yeah, it is.
Is there
Really?
Yeah.
That's whole.
is there like a homecoming Kansas City show on there for him?
When we play Kansas, I hope so. I mean, we played a place in Kansas City called Farewell, Kansas. That doesn't seem like a homecoming word.
Right.
I think it was, the Wizard of Oz, goodbye Kansas, like leaving Kansas for Oz, no,
Yellow Brick Road.
Right.
Yellow Brick Road. Yeah. He said goodbye, Yellow Brick. Then he says goodbye, Yellow Brick Road.
I love it.
Yes.
Ashton, why don't we
All
go
right.
ahead and play a little bit of the music?
Show
got
off a
some
little bit
digging.
of what Priest
not?
is.
Well,
I'm cool with
please,
that.
Which song are you playing?
Just a game.
Yeah. Of course. It's all just the games. Enjoy.
Showing. Here we go. A little teaser of that one.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know it's just a game. You know it's just a game. Ready to play it free. Now's your turn to handle me. Ready to play it for. I'm always coming back for more. Endless virtual. And talks.
Oh,
Awesome.
Just a little teaser.
just a little teaser.
That's good stuff. So you said you've got somebody from Kansas on that's
Don't
playing
make
with
a
you.
don't make it too big deal out of that. I just told it because you said Kansas City. We have secret identities here. We have secret identities here.
we
We're
can take that out. But
do as
but-
you like. Do as you
No.
like.
just like you said, everybody wears masks. Your identity is
Completely
unknown.
secret.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how did you wind up with some folks here in the U.S.
I
and
mean, we
Kansas?
toured them with a lot of bands, and we also have, we wear masks, so sometimes certain people maybe not be available, so we have to take in somebody else. So we have a rotating schedule sometimes, but that's not that Priest wants a rotating schedule. We actually just ended up with having one. So, so we toured with some musicians in other prominent bands that also played with us on stage, and when they are out with their bands, we have to, see who's available, and then we had a very great guy from Kansas at this tour and last tour too in US that's joining us on this adventure. So we're just happy to. Very great guy, and I love Kansas City, so why not?
Really cool. Really cool.
That is awesome.
How's the music scene in the U.S. compared to playing like back in Sweden for you?
It's same but different. The difference is like Sweden is like a little pond with musicians that you learn to know pretty fast. If you start a synth band or a goth band in Sweden, you will very fast learn to know all the key people. It takes a couple of months, then you know them all basically. While in the US, it's a bigger scene, it's a more diverse, and you have a different approach to the scene here, I guess, than in Sweden. It's both are very good, both are very different. But it's Sweden is more like you just go and learn to know people, and everybody's just it's an easier because it's a smaller country. It's very much more easy to break out in Sweden than maybe here. I don't know.
Okay. All right.
So go to Sweden. If you want to make a name, go to Sweden. Live there for 6 months. Create your band, and then you will have a great thing going on pretty fast.
Wow. That's really cool.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
you heard it.
hacks.
I'll tip.
If you want to get into the music business, go to Sweden.
There you go.
Yeah, I would say that's a hot tip.
I mean, and that makes sense too.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. They're promoting her, you know. We gotta get the crown up, you know. Crown is weak now, so I have to, you know.
There you go. It's always good to have competition. So get as many people in there producing and see what happens.
Yeah, why not? Yeah.
I love it.
So what's up tonight, guys? You going to a show or something?
No, not tonight. We actually just had a guest on right before you. We just finished up with him, and this is pretty much it. Just here.
What do you find is the most difficult part about getting to the U.S. with your tour stuff, or is it a pretty simple process?
It's been pretty. The most hard for us is getting visas. Now, it's not getting visas. We have them, so it's not hard. But it's a lengthy process, and you have to take care of it. So you get in, make sure you get in to do the shows. We don't carry that much stuff, and additional stuff we can actually buy or hire here. So our band is not like a full-on rock band. We have just synthesizers and some gear. And since we have a guy from Kansas also carrying it was not that big of a project. It's but if you have a rock band full-on with drum kits and everything, then of course it's gonna be a little more hustle. Either you carry your stuff over, or you buy the stuff here and stash them over here in the US. So you have it every time you come over. You have your backline ready. You know, it's different.
Good idea.
But it's from band to band basically how you find your solutions, and logistics will always be a big issue for traveling bands. So just try to find a solution that works best for you and try to stick with it. If it expands, and then you have to deal with it later on, you know. And you probably have the resources to do so.
Yeah, that's not a bad problem to have to deal with.
It's good. I'm not complaining here. I'm pretty satisfied. I think we're doing a good job, and I'm very satisfied. So it's we're in a good place right now.
That's always good to hear.
Heck yeah.
Thanks. Yeah. I wish it could be that all the time.
Right?
If only.
If only.
Hey, Ashton, do you have that website handy?
Maybe.
Mercury, we're going to pull up your website for anybody that's looking for your...
Oh, yeah. For good or bad. Yeah, thank you.
Love it.
Hello there. Who's the little one?
Ashton, that's your kid, I'm sure.
Yeah. He's chatting it up in the background.
Yeah.
Think he's probably singing to Mama right now.
Look at this.
Here's ours.
Yeah, buddy.
I'm ready. Whole bunch of stuff. All your social media.
Some stuff.
Oh, hey,
over
Spotify.
there,
Yeah, good stuff.
Easy enough.
yeah, it should be easily navigated.
Yeah, that's actually a really good website.
Yeah, I love it.
Oh,
There we go.
I did a slimy logo, the green slimy logo there with the pixel art. That's my creation.
All right.
I dig it. That actually
Yeah.
looks really freaking cool.
Thank you.
Oh yeah.
So
We just
this
wanted
is your
a web-
fourth.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
sorry.
our 50 US store. Yeah, our 50 US store, I think.
Okay. So this
In
is
US.
your fourth studio album.
Yeah.
Have you seen any transitions, or how have you evolved from your first album to your fourth album?
Very much, but the fourth album seems to be, you know, going back to the sounds of the first album, but we revisit them. We're not trying to remake them. So it's like it's both a transition to a newer sound, but it's also we're going back to the first album to maybe do a widescreen Technicolor version of that, with the new album. So it's both, actually. If you love the first album, you're gonna love this album. But also, if you follow the journey or our journey, you will see this also as another chapter in the little storytelling arc that we're into right now. So we're very excited about Dark Past, the next album, and I think it's our best to date, by far. It's very danceable, and darker than the first album.
Yeah.
Interesting combination, danceable and dark.
Yeah.
I dig it. I dig it.
Yeah, that's what we like tonight.
Oh man.
Oh, dang.
All right,
Yeah, but
Mercury.
it's gonna be a fun album, and if you have a chance to listen to it, just do it. And it's gonna be out there 31st of May, everywhere worldwide, and you can pre-order it pretty much everywhere right now. And for everybody out there who doesn't know who we are, check out Priest. Our website is priestnexus.com. Check also out our social media on Facebook, priestofficial.com. Also on Instagram, priestofficial.com, priestofficial on Instagram. And follow us on a journey, and if you don't, you're gonna get some heavy stuff right there.
Heck yeah. John, he did your job
Oh, yeah.
for you.
I know, right?
Right.
Where can we get all the stuff?
Well, I already had asked him for the website. But
Yeah, that wasn't
he
clear
covered
about
all the sites.
I thought we were already talking about the web. You're already into the website, and into cyberspace right there. So why not?
Absolutely.
For
Go
sure.
buy
And
some merch and make it out to a show.
Of course, and to also explain for those that doesn't know, where you have a very prominent image of cyberpunk. So we have masks and cyberpunk images on stage, and we're pure goth industrial synth band. So if you like the beats that harkens back to the 80s and early 90s, also some rave vibes in there. If come see us.
I'm definitely going to try to make it out there. It looks
Me
like
too.
April 13th is a Saturday, so
Saturday.
hopefully
Yeah.
I can make it out there. I definitely
to.
know where 89th Street Collective is, so
Oh yeah.
All right.
hopefully I'll get to see you, man.
Yeah, please do, and hook us up. We'll put you on a list.
Okay, awesome. I appreciate that. Yeah, and
Awesome.
maybe we can just do an impromptu little interview right there,
Perfect. Yeah, it
just
sounds
to
nice.
see how everything's going and how from
Yeah,
San Diego to Oklahoma City.
of course. Let's do it, man. Let's do it.
I love it. Well, thank you, Mercury, so much for taking your time. I know you're
Thank you,
busy. And
Well, keep him busy,
go knock
you
them
know.
dead tonight.
Yeah, will do. Will do. Will do, sir. And hopefully
Good.
see you soon.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Awesome.
Have a good
Okay.
evening, Mercury.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
You
All
bet.
right. Okay, have a good rest of the day.
You too.
All right.
Thank
You
you.
too, man.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Hey.
All right. Have
Bye.
a good one.
Bye.
You too.
Ashton.
That's really cool.
Ashton, you want
That
to
is
play
weird.
us out?
I definitely can. Here it goes.
We bang your ugly friends too.